Guys, we have a sunny, beautiful hint of spring here in New England. 55 degrees outside today, and Ken's rolling up on the 1959 BMW R26. This is the 250 single, classic 50s BMW styling. Very low revving motor. Da-thump, 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 da-thump. This one's just been refreshed by our master mechanic, Billy Blythe. One of our veteran wrenches down here at the museum. Billy owned one of these bikes personally. Started up for me this morning, stone cold, on the third kick. It's got the Bing carburetor. We're running VP small engine ethanol-free fuel in the bike currently. Very simple motor design along with the Bing carburetor. I mean, this is a bike you see BMWs from this era being ridden to and from local shows, displayed, ridden back home. This has the potential to be a Sunday rider and not just a garage queen. Aside from the German manufacturing quality, the electronics on these bikes are rock solid. Generally speaking, they're not as cantankerous as some others from this era that would have intermitting spark or other issues. We rarely see BMWs from the 50s, and when we do see them in halfway decent condition, never mind mechanically ready to roll, they're going for large dollars at auctions. Idle's nice and low. Gearbox is just fantastic. I clicked it into first just about 15 minutes ago, and I took it on its maiden voyage, warmed it up for senior, and like didn't click at all. You know, some bikes you got to kind of jam into first gear. The seat has integrated suspension. It's just a very sort of low-strung, very classy, fun to ride, fun to look at motorcycle. This thing was made 40 years before I was born, but I've come to appreciate this era of motorcycling quite so. Our last BMW from the 50s, I believe it was an R50, one of the horizontally opposed models. I was quite pleased to see the 250 revs just as low. It has kind of that side-to-side motion that thumps back and forth. Yeah, put your foot just on the back. There you go. Easy to put on the center stand with the correct technique. Frame is original, has not been cut or modified.
What a cool piece.
Other than what I've stated, I don't know too much about the history on this bike, so what do you have here, Pops?
Stunning classic BMW. This is the first one I've ridden. Bill Blythe has a couple of these. He had a black one and a white one, and he absolutely loves his. It's one of the most relaxing motorcycles I've ever ridden on. It just has a real rock-solid feel to it. Engine doesn't make any funny mechanical noises. Just runs and rides like a brand new motorcycle. And it's got this really cool suspension seat on here that actually does quite a bit for dampening the ride. And, you know, it runs like a new bike. It sounds like a new bike, and it looks like a new bike. So my dad used to say, if it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. This one, this is a completely restored bike by a good friend of mine who You might have seen the video. We're in his warehouse when we picked this up. He had about 40 bikes, and we bought the 8 finest ones from his collection. He needed some money for their business. Their small business was looking for some financial support, so we bought the whole collection of his restored bikes. The other ones that were not restored, we passed on for now. But look at this thing. The tank is a work of art on it. The handlebars are nice, sporty look to it. It's got this really cool headlight guard on the top. I believe it's an NOS speedometer. It has 13 miles on it. It looks brand new, and it is a BMW Speedo. It probably is an NOS. Paint job is well done. It's a complete frame off. Frame, tanks, tins are all painted. New tires were installed. New battery. The engine was rebuilt. It's got a new battery in it and new fuel lines. And you know, if you bought one to us and said, "Hey, do a frame off on it," you're going to drop between $6,000 and $10,000 in parts and labor and paint to do a frame off. This one's done. We'll let the market determine the value on it. It's going to be auctioned off at eBay with a reasonable reserve. That's about all I have to say. It's pure perfection, hoot to ride, and that's what it's all about. It's supposed to be fun, you know. And this is investment quality classic, small, light, easy to ride. If you're getting up in years and the big twins are a little too much and you want to stay in the sport, maybe this R26 is the key to keeping you in the saddle for a few more years. Nice and light, superb on fuel mileage, easy to maintain, and just easy to own and easy to maintain.
So the bike sold on transferable registration. The Northeast, all the states are title exempt for classics. If you live out west or in a title state for vintage motorcycles, you'll be able to register this bike, title it in your state, and no problem.
The tank looks brand new, obviously completely restored or original mint.
These bikes came with a red coating on the fuel tank from the factory, which wore over time. This one's been professionally cleaned, but there is residue from the original red coating, which is there. The tank hasn't been lined or creamed. Yeah,
its original lining is still in good condition. Inside the storage box is in beautiful shape. And as Kenny said, you got the paperwork for it too.
Sunday rider, show rider, put it on display in your personal museum,
Hey, look,
or just your garage and enjoy it.
A little confused. It's the middle of February and they're out. They're not supposed to be out until April.
Is that a B?
Yeah, I think.
Hold the mic so I can get a good focus on you.
I think that's a sign that spring has sprung a little bit early.
What are you doing, little guy? Get out of here.
Get back to your nest.
Scoot the boot. Get out of here.
I don't know what he's thinking, but time for you to go, little buddy. Little baby wasp.
Go free. Live free, buddy.
He must have been on the south side here of the building where it's nice and warm.
Oh, there he goes. Alrighty.
Well, good luck bidding on the bike. If you have any questions, give us a call, 860-454-7024. It's on display at the New England Motorcycle Museum. Feel free to come take a look at it. We'll fire it up for you. Ship it anywhere in the country for you. Good luck bidding, and God bless America.
This is just your zip code for a shipping quote. As always, guys, call with any questions. 860-454-7024.
The compression is 155 PSI. The lights and horn all work perfectly. Spark is perfect. Starts perfectly. Runs well. Idles well. The engine oil is brand new, and the gear oil is brand new. The gear case oil was changed to maximum 80 W90 weight. Air filters in mint shape. Brand new battery in it, and a brand new fuel line. So that's basically it, and it was just detailed in the detail shop.
That was all completed by Billy Blythe. He owned one of these, actually sold it just about 5 years ago.
He had two of them. He had a black one and a white one.
Right.
I think he still has them. Black.
Oh, does he still have his black one?
Yep.
He was very excited to get this one in. You know, once you get him going, first kick. Fuel is off, Pops. Turn the fuel off on him. That was sabotage. You can start it with the center stand up. Actually. Tickle the carb. Tickle the bing. Right side. Right side.
Put her back in the museum where she'll be safe. Clutch, tranny, everything, brakes, suspension, everything's perfect on it. It's like a brand new bike. Time capsule. Back.
I want our BMW aficionados to chime in. how come when you shift into first on this bike, there's no feedback whatsoever? It just drops perfectly into first gear, and no clunk feedback, no nothing. What a pleasant surprise this morning. Not every day I get to ride those, but thanks for watching thus far, guys. Good luck bidding on this one call with any questions. The usual. Enjoy the weather, gentlemen. Daytona, T-minus 14 days. See you down there.